Good morning. Here you are. Welcome to the Morning Blessings. It's Tessa-Marie. So this morning it's raining again in the city, and I guess there's tropical storms and fires happening everywhere. So the weather is quite unsettled. So as we're looking at this wonderful morning, I just wanted you to know that today is a fabulous day. It's another amazing day to start off and do something great for yourself today. So what are you going to do for you today? Did you greet yourself? Here you are, you're stunning. You opened your mouth today, you are here today. So today is this wonderful, amazing day to do again. But your morning blessing is coming to you with, what did you say you would do yesterday? What it is you said you were going to do yesterday. And that was a promise to self. How did you manage that promise to self? Yesterday, we all said we were going to do something for ourselves. We all did, every one of us. We were going to do this. We are going to do that. We are constantly going. We're going, we're going, we're going. And each time we're going some more. But did you go? Did you go? I am going. Remember, I am. Why are you am going? I am going. I am going. That's all we do. Now, did you do the going? Did you go do what you said today? Take a moment and think. Today, I said, I am going. And that was your yesterday. Are you going to repeat the same thing today? So that falls under the headline, Promises I Made to Myself. That's what I am going to do falls. I am going to do this. And it falls under the headline of promises we make to ourselves, and we do it every day. We do it every moment, every day. 70,000 thoughts a day goes through our mind. And those 70,000 thoughts have always been, almost 99% of them are the same 70,000 thoughts we had before. So what I would like to know is, I am going to do, and did you do? Or is it going to be another I am going to do? So when we are not capable of understanding that every time we say, I am going to do, we are making a promise to self. Where do we put self when we do not honor the promises we made of, I am going to do this, I am going to do that? So promises to self have to be met. Promises to self have to be fulfilled. Promises to self has to be done. If we are not capable of making a promise to self, what are we capable of doing? Will we keep a promise to another person? We honor self and we dishonor self. So if we do not honor the promise we made to ourselves, how are we going to honor the promise we made to somebody else? So I am going to do following by looking back at it. I did it. I actually did it. And that's why it's to do. You make a to-do list. And then you look at the to-do list 6 hours later, the next day, and the to-do list is looking back at you, and its eyes is wide open, and there's no scratch marks across it saying done. So when we speak and make promises to ourselves, we need to learn how to honor them. So your morning blessing is to trigger you. Your morning blessing today is to give you that little thing in your mind that says, you know what? I keep saying I will do, I am going to do. I keep saying I'm going to do this for myself, and I'm not doing it. Is that time to retreat and look back, or sit down and consider, wow, what is wrong? Am I not important enough to honor my thoughts, my deeds, my plans? Why am I doing this? Every time we say we are going to do something, we need to keep it. We need to practice keeping promise to self. That comes under 2 headings. When you do this, you're honoring self. When you don't do it, you're dishonoring self. So if I'm looking through the window of your life and I see that you are not honoring self by following through on your thoughts, your actions to do something that will enhance you, what am I to do? To look at how many times you've dishonored yourself. Every day we need to make sure I am going to do is followed by the next thing, I did it. I tell you about my little granddaughter. She's always telling me I did it. And she claps her hand when she has done something. She jumps on her tippity-toe and she says, I did it, I did it. And everybody in the room needs to clap. She looks at each person. You see, I did it. So that is what we do. We make promises to self and we do not honor self. How can you honor me? How can you teach me that one beautiful thing that I need to know to honor myself? How can you? You are my teacher. Each of us is teaching the other. You are teaching me how to behave. I am teaching you how to behave. So I am your teacher and I am honoring myself. I made a promise to be there at 8 a.m. I am there. That is my promise to self. I write in a to-do list, I must look at this program that maybe Taran is on, or Zan, or Loretta, or Yuko, or one of you, Don, is doing something. I made a promise I'll check them out. So I keep that promise. And it's on my to-do list. At 2 o'clock, this person is going to be here. At 6 o'clock, this person is going to be there. I jump in to do that. These are simple ones though. But what about the promise you made to yourself to drink 3 cups of water today? What about the promise you made to yourself to eat less junk food today? What about the promises you made to your lover to be kinder, to be sweeter, to be more charming today? What about the promise you made to your wife, I will take the garbage out? And all of these things are I. That powerful word, I am going to take the garbage out. I am going to prepare a meal for you. I am making you a cup of coffee. All these I ams are so powerful and we abuse them so much. We just keep using it and not putting any substance behind it. Why are we doing those things to ourselves? Why are we saying we are going to do and we don't do? Why are we incapable of keeping the promises we make to self? Tell me. Tell me. Ask yourself that question. Don't you love self enough? Okay, maybe you don't honor self. Maybe you were told all your life you're not worthy, you're not good enough, you don't deserve this, you don't have the brain to do this. You're incapable, you're fat, you're skinny, you're tall, you're slim, you're this, how is the air up here? I heard that all my life because I was taller than most people my age at the time. But it didn't bother me. I didn't let it keep me from doing what I wanted to do for self. So you have to turn around, stamp your feet and say, no, this is my turn to do this. This is my turn to honor what I'm saying. I am going to clean my room, then clean your room. I'm going to produce today. Produce one line. I am going to create content today. Then create content, create one line, say one thing, do one thing. I'm going to read a book today. Pick up the book and begin to read it. I am is a promise to self. I am going is not going to be going unless I am going is done. Am I going to read? I am going to read more. Then is it done? Have you read today? Because you've said you would. So one of the recommendations I am going to give you about making sure that those I am going to do are done is to give them a time limit. Do not make a big judgment and say, I'm going to read 3 books in 1 week. No, I'm going to read 3 pages of this book this week. Make small incremental spots, just small incremental spots and little steps to get to where you want to go. So that is what we all have to do. I am going to do this 15 minutes. You'll be surprised what you can write in 15 minutes. When I started writing as a child, I was told to just write 15 minutes. And I would have tons of writing done. Then type for 15 minutes. And I would be able to type for 15 minutes. So everything I do, I put a time to it. And I am usually amazed and surprised and just so excited what I have accomplished in that time frame. So I am giving that to you as a gift from the morning blessing. Whatever it is you're saying you're going to do it in a time frame. Give it a time. I am going to devote half an hour today to tidying my books. Then do that. I am going to create half an hour today to tidy this room. Then do that. I am going to create a meal in an hour, in half an hour. Do that. You don't have to make it hours and hours and put so much. Just do a little. Just a little. Today I'm going to sit at my computer and just type. And what are you typing? Today I'm typing. I said I would sit here for 15 minutes, so I'm going to type for 15 minutes. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm trying to create content. I need something to do. I have to do this. I promise myself I'll do it, and I'm sitting here and I'm doing. When this alarm goes, then I stop. That's what I'm asking you to do, because that's what I do. If I have it on my to-do list, it has to be done. And that is the more you do this. I have a friend who says to me, I am going to get up at 5 a.m. like you. But, oh no, I got up at 6 and I went back to sleep. I got up at 5:15 and I went back to sleep. Then you're not doing what you said you're going to do for you. You chose that. Nobody's asking you to get up at 5 a.m. But you said you would. Even just because you said it, honor that. Give yourself that value. It is not easy if you went to bed at midnight to get up at 5, but get up anyway. Get up anyway because you said you would get up. Get up anyway. Have you noticed when you're disciplining a child? I'll tell you a story about my son Michael. I always have stories because I listen. My ear is to the ground. I listen. Michael was a little boy, 5 or 6. Took him to church on Good Friday, which was a stupid thing to do. The Mass on Good Friday is a 3-hour Mass. They give you the whole Passion of Christ. And he started to fumble. He turned around, he looked at the people in the pew. He started asking me why people's eyes were looking like this. Then, when the priest started talking, he said to me, this priest is talking too long. People are going to be fighting for food when they get home because everybody's hungry. So the people around us heard him and started laughing. Okay, so I'm still trying to calm him down. He said, well, doesn't he need to drink water? He's been talking for a while. I go, okay, that's it. So Mass went on and he's still doing his thing and everybody's smiling and snickering around us. And I'm trying to get into the ground, into underneath the pew, into the basement, anywhere but where I am. So when we got in the car going home, I said, I am never ever taking you to church again. So next Sunday, I'm getting everybody dressed to go. He said, I thought you said you weren't going to take me to church again. I looked at him and I go, you're going to church. You are going to church. But he said, you said. So you know what I did? Because I had said it, I said, okay, you're not going to church. Fine, I'm not taking you. You stay home. And I said to his father, you stay home because this boy is not going to church. It's not me that said that, it's you. So and to this day, he's like this. So what I'm trying to say, because I said it, I had to honor it. When I realized he was holding me accountable for my words at 5 or 6, I said, Holy, I have to watch my words to them. And that is what I mean. When we say we are going to do something, we need to honor it. And I learned that lesson from Michael. He taught me this. He said, you said you weren't going to take me again. So he was quite happy not to go because I said. So I had to honor my word. And from then I honor my words. What I say I will do, I will do. Although my quality, my patience is like a sponge. I take it, I take it, I take it. Like the sponge is swallowing the water. And all of a sudden one day goes, poof, I'm not taking any more water. So I also have that quality. But what I'm saying to you, use that last one and say, I am not taking no anymore. I am not taking that I'm not going to honor my decisions and my choices and what I say I will do anymore. No, I'm not going to say I'm going to do something and not do it anymore. Be me, be that sponge that has been saturated with water and says, no, enough, I'm not doing this again. I need to change that attitude of mine. Claim that. I said I'm going to sit here and type. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to do some research. Then do the research. I'm going to go for a walk because I need to walk for 30 minutes every day, 5 days a week. Then go for that walk. Just walk. You don't have to gallop through the walk, but go for 30 minutes. 15 minutes in each direction is 30 minutes. You said you're not going to sit down and watch television for hours and binge on Netflix or Prime or whatever. You said that. So why are you doing something else? You said, I won't be doing this. I'm not going to do this. So why are you doing this? That's because somebody said to me once, a very wise human being said to me once, that is because we don't respect ourselves. And I was shocked. I was actually shocked. I didn't realize not honoring the promises you made to self for the betterment of self is not respecting self. And these were the words that wise man said to me. He said, you know that, Tessa-Marie, right? And I said, what? He said, you see, the people that do not honor the promises they make to self is because they don't respect self. They don't value self. They don't think they're worthy of keeping a promise. He said the funny thing is, they will keep a promise to a friend. So the friend can pat them on the back, good job, I'm so happy you did this for me. But they will not keep the same promise that they made for themselves. So what did you say you would do yesterday? That's the thing. What did you say you would do yesterday that you haven't touched yet? Can you try to do it today? Look at that to-do list. Or did you have a to-do list? Or sit down and ask yourself a question. You didn't have a to-do list. I have asked you to write things down. Only 5 we talked about. Or 1. 5 is the maximum, 1 is the minimum. Anything between 1 and 5 and you're on a roll. And that is just being on a roll. But to keep rolling, you must do one of them. You must complete it. So my 3 points is to do is what you had to do yesterday you didn't do. Go back and do it today. What you had on your list you didn't do, give it a time frame. So that one thing you said you would do yesterday you didn't do, say I'm going to do it. That is step 1. I'm going to honor it, step 1. I'm giving it 15-20 minutes to do it, step 2. And then when I'm finished, I'm going to write a new list, step 3. Every day, you should have a list waiting for you. Every day. You have to make sure what you did yesterday, you can scratch it out. I did this. That list you can do when you're doing your downloading at night. I told you to download from your cell phone into your laptop, download from your head into your pages that you're writing, and put your to-do list there. And put it there. Have it ready to go. And then when you look at it, the next day, give it a time frame. I'll spend 15 minutes talking to my friend Jane, although she needs 5 hours. I'm going to look at something on Netflix for half an hour. I need my entertainment. Tessa-Marie is completely crazy. She doesn't realize I need to laugh. And I just have to go look at the gossip columns. It's really important. She doesn't understand. This is my guilty pleasure, Tessa-Marie. Get over yourself. But give yourself a time frame. All of that you can do, but give yourself a limit and stick within it. Limit and stick within it. When I am done with you, I go and do my stuff that I do every day. Download the video, do what I have to do, call a friend that I pray with at 9:30, have something to eat, and go on like that. And everything is written down. Do my typing, do my reading, go in and write. I write every day. So if my minimum amount of time to write every day is 15 minutes. And I give myself 15 minutes and my mind knows that 15 minutes is coming. Let's get this going. And it has maybe nothing to do with what you see me do on IG Live. It might be a story about somebody I see It might be a word that popped into my mind. It might be a phrase I heard while I was passing, and I'll write a story about that. Or it might be continuing the book about the wisdom from my mother's knees, and that is what I have to write about. But I must do this. I must read. I must think. I must spend time. If it wasn't raining, I would go into the pergola and sit there. That's my wisdom corner. You have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding corners. Choose one. So today I'm going to look for knowledge. Sit there and wait for knowledge. Give knowledge that time. Today I want to understand. I'm looking for understanding. Spend the time in understanding and say that. What do I need to understand better? What do I need to do better? What knowledge am I seeking? What wisdom I need and I'm lacking? And then I need to be prosperous. What can I do to be prosperous? What can I do to be physically healthy? What can I do to be physically, emotionally healthy? To be mentally healthy? What can I do to connect with my God or my inner self? What can I do to get my finances in order? So many things that are so close to us and so dear to us we neglect. So this is why today I just wanted you to ask that question. What did you say you were going to do yesterday that you did not do? That's the question. What did you say you were going to do yesterday that you did not do? And the new day is right here. Can you fix it? Can you attempt to do it? What steps are you taking so you never have to face that question again? Sending you light and joy. Have an absolutely wonderful day.